The Shift Network contacted Flor de Mayo and asked if she would host this meeting. So at her Temple of the Golden Child, the Shift Network brought together these elders. Flew Don Alejandro Cirillo Perez from Guatemala, brought in other elders from across the Americas, and a dialogue was begun to give different perspectives on what December 21st, 2012 meant to them. And this thing was going to be broadcast across the world so that everybody, 1 month from D-Day or whatever, would have a clearer idea of what the heck they were looking at, because there was all sorts of misunderstandings, misinformation, and all of this. And so they felt that it was important to get a perspective from other elders besides besides the media. And with this touch, I pray that the words that come from your mouth shall be healing, kind, and just. December 21st, 2012 was the shift point for a shift of ages. And of course, the shift of ages would be a shift from a masculine age to a feminine age. I mean, lots of elders have staffs, and lots of tribes have staffs. There's many, many staffs out there, but there is no staff of authority to transfer from the men to the women, and then of course from the women back to the men at each shift of the ages.
May these women be healed, may we as men be healed, and may we take that energy out. Everybody we meet, may they say, what are you glowing from? What is that? We can say it's that healing energy I've experienced by a combination of masculine and feminine. It's not one over the other, it's power with.
We invite you here to be with us for this ceremony, to bless all that happens here, to open our hearts so that we may see the oneness in all, the beauty in all, the diversity in all, the necessity in all, the possibility of contributions.
Creator, thank you for this most beautiful day, for the moisture that you've rained upon us on the ground, for the moisture in our bodies, for the juiciness that you impart. Thank you for this honor, this blessing, so that we may teach our children and our grandchildren.
Spirits of the South, we ask a blessing from you today. Blessing for this space. Blessing for this ceremony. And a blessing for the people that have gathered to perform it.
I am so grateful to be with these women, and so grateful to be touched by the lineage of the grandmothers. And I pledge to carry that from this circle, to take this into my community and be able to empower, strengthen, heal, teach, and create many, many more of us beautiful grandmothers, mothers. Thank you.
When this came out, of course, there was an immediate tension that you could feel, and somewhere in the dialogue, the elders, the male elders there, retired to another room and constructed this staff, along with all the prayers that we felt needed to go into a staff that would be a transfer of authority from one age to the other, from masculine to feminine. So this staff was then created. And then, of course, the women were invited to come out, and those that wanted to would be receiving the authority to lead the human race into the next through the next era, so that once again maybe one or two of these things will be handed over to the men and say, okay, beat this, you know. It's like, you know, we look at what we did, and if you can do better than this, you know, good luck to you. But I know I felt one of the words that I said is in the original ceremony was when we handed the staffs and I said, okay, this is the staff of authority and and leadership, and I hope you do a better job with it than we did, because you know, the last few years of the masculine age was a little rough. It was a little rough for women, and probably for men too. So that was one of the things that was said during the first ceremony of transition.
Gran misterio. Madre Tierra.
Creator of the divine template.
Bless all of these women. May we be provided all we need for a good life.